I stand on my record. I think my first term as prosecuting attorney in Jackson County, we've had outstanding results in our cases, especially our major cases. I follow the law, I do the right thing, and I have an excellent working relationship with Sheriff Steve Rand and law enforcement, and that's basically shown by the results we've had on major cases over the last 4 years. We've had over 30 major cases involving homicides.
Judge John McBain explained no mercy would be given to Brandon Mann, just as he showed no mercy to the frail 60-year-old with advanced COPD the night Mann stood over him, pounded him, and grabbed his throat.
He also strangled him to death because death by asphyxiation, that it took at least 3 minutes, according to Dr. Packeris' testimony, his expert testimony, of constant pressure on the victim's throat area to cause death by asphyxiation, Judge.
28-year-old Frances Craig was found in a pool of blood at her Summit Township home. 2 years later, Rodney McKee, Clifford McKee, and Cortez Butler will spend the rest of their lives in prison without parole for Craig's death. But one key person wasn't there, Clifford McKee.
In order to avoid, physical confrontation or physical injury to police officers or this defendant, he was not present at the sentencing.
It didn't matter. Each man's fates were sealed.
A sexual assault, armed robbery, for example.
Jonathan Hastings closed his eyes as he heard the word guilty not once, but twice.
Distributing or promoting, guilty.
In spring 2015, a 17-year-old student came forward saying she exchanged sexual text messages with Hastings, a Jackson High School teacher and coach at the time.
The jury did a great job considering the evidence and the law.
Leaving the courtroom, Hastings was heard saying, "It's just wrong." The former teacher could face 10 years in prison, but the sentence is up to the judge.
The takeaway is that if you're a teacher, certainly there's an expectation of trust, certainly by parents, that you'll be looking out for the student.
And you can't have those results unless you're working well together with the detectives or police officers assigned to those cases. And one prime example of that would be the murder for hire case that went to trial earlier this year, where the victim was Frances Craig. And there was extensive meetings with the Major Crimes Task Force led by the Sheriff's Department, their detectives, to put that case together. Not only the investigation, but also a very intense trial preparation that went and occurred. And so that was really a matter of working together and teamwork. So, I bring that to the table, and 4 years ago, I said, this is what I'm going to do if I'm elected. I've honored all my campaign promises. I'm tough on violent criminals and sexual predators. We've expanded our efforts with the cold case investigations. We've helped seniors to avoid being scammed by con artists. We've created an economic crimes unit, been tough on parolees, and I've tried serious and high-profile felony cases as a prosecuting attorney. Last year alone, I handled 3 murder cases, 2 that went to jury trial, People versus Brandon Mann, People versus Akram Bilal, and also we got a plea, People versus Brian Elliott, to first-degree murder. So I've done all those things, and I've also acted, to do the right thing. In some cases, I have asked for a special prosecutor because of any potential conflict of interest or appearance of impropriety, that I'm doing the right thing, I'm acting ethically, and making sure that any case that's handled properly. And so the contrast between myself and my opponent is, I'm the only candidate for prosecutor who has prosecution experience. I have over 20 years of prosecution experience. I'm the only candidate who has a proven track record as a prosecuting attorney. This past 4 years, we've had outstanding results. And I'm the only candidate for prosecutor who has tried serious and high-profile felony cases. So, going into this election, the choice is clear. Do you vote for experience and a proven track record for prosecutor? And I'm humbly asking the voters to again support me based on my record and my experience.